Very few people retain what they read. They read a book and they forget what they read about after maybe a couple of weeks or a month. You don't really remember what you read. The only way, I think the best way to do that is to underline what you read. If you're reading a book that's a story or a fairy tale or a novel, it's not so necessary because you're part of the linear story. You're just reading the story and you're going along with that. But when you're reading something to study it and to learn something, a book on a subject that you have to learn, the only way to truly learn and not forget afterwards is to underline what you read, make notes, make annotations, and reread those notes after each chapter you read. And when you finish reading the book, go back and read only the notes you took, only the things you underlined. And I've come to realize that it's the only practical method, in my personal humble opinion, to remember what you read is to do it this way. To underline, to take notes, to annotate, and to reread what you read every chapter. Every time you finish one chapter, you go back and read only the things you underline. And also another thing to do is to read them out loud. When you read out loud, the brain retains information far greater this way. Again, it depends on what's best for you, whether or not you use a highlighter or just a pen or just a pencil. It's not really important. But yeah, I really do believe that also reading the book out loud when you need to, it makes huge difference. When you read the things you definitely want to remember in a book, read them out loud, underline them, read them out loud, write notes below what you've underlined. And this is how you retain information when you're studying a subject within a book. Again, it varies though. If it's a book about, if it's a fairy tale, if you're reading Peter Pan or Pinocchio, for example, you don't really need to do that because you're there for the adventure of the story and the journey and the experience, and you're being taken someplace else. And that's what you take from that. But if you're reading a book on the English language or on a subject or on a specific thing you need to retain and learn, then the method you should partake in is the method I've described earlier in this video. So yeah, I really hope this helps, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you next time.